Okay, right. So I'm here with three gentlemen, and as you guys know, the name of the show is called "Where's My Masculinity," and the whole point of the show is really having conversations around what masculinity is, what it's not, and what our thoughts are. So first of all, I'm gonna introduce the three dudes I'm chilling with. Don't mind us with our refreshments. On my right, I've got Ngaba, aka Sizwe, aka DJ Soul Kid. Say hello.
Hi everyone.
Behind me, I've got Linda,
Sure.
and to my left, I've got Sabelo Subs.
Okay, right.
I think for me, the most important thing before we got into the questions that I'm about to ask them is, why do you think a show or a topic like this is so relevant for us to discuss as men?
Well, coming back to going back to conversations we've had, the general feel is that there's not many men talking like this, and it's become a taboo subject, or rather they just throw it under the rug, and it ain't a thing. Ngapa, women are crying, women are getting killed, females are unhappy about certain things that men do, but men are not being proactive in changing their ways. That's what I feel.
You, Linda, why do you think this is an important topic that you would give up part of your Sunday afternoon to discuss? Why is it that important?
Like expand,
No, so I mean, the first question is really about, why do you believe the question around masculinity is an important topic for us to even discuss and engage on, and hence why you're here?
I feel as men, or as human beings, I mean, basically where we come from is as human beings is like primates, I mean, I don't want to sound like primates. I'm putting it in such a way that it's sort of the culture of human beings. But what masculinity is, as from the Bibles is put it, Adam and Eve, the first person who was here on earth was Adam. So basically, women, as a part of men, masculinity, that's where actually it all starts, or actually where it all begins, So Adam and Eve versus evolution, you and I, as we relate as peers, we sort of like put it in such a way that whatever works for you, folks, you may be an evolution guy, I may be an Adam and Eve guy, and I live or believe in the principles where, human beings come from one single being, Okay. Yeah.
Subs, what are your thoughts?
Look, so I'll give you a practical example. Yesterday, I was at my aunt's funeral, and so my aunt and my uncle were married 42 years,
Jesus.
and and I watched my uncle bury the love of his life, and the saying "till death do us part" got real. I watched his pain as a man. I watched his pain. I watched his the lack of it, the lack of expression of the pain. I watched him play cool. I watched him being, yo, man's cool. I watched him being cool at the graveside. I didn't see him cry. I didn't see him work through his issues, and I think that's the problem with men. Like the social climate right now is, men are supposed to be strong. Men are supposed to, there's a status quo that we need to follow as men, and I don't necessarily think that it's well informed, and especially being a black man. I think yesterday moved me. I think maybe yesterday needed to happen, for this conversation, to have context for me. about how important it is for men to just be in touch with what's going on around them, first of all, but also what's going on inside of them, you know, and just how important the role of the women in their lives play, and you know, to be honest with ourselves. And I think a lot of guys aren't like that. So I think maybe, you know, like a show like this, you know, could provide the platform for you to, you know, start thinking about your context as a man within society, you know, what role you play. And yeah, that's, you know, that's just my opening statement for now.
Cool. I think so if I summarize why this topic is important, on the one hand, you know, you've said that we're seeing from ladies particularly a lot of discontentment along the lines of what men are doing or not doing. You've spoken on your viewpoint about, from a creationist point of view, why masculinity is important insofar as the created order of things, and then you've mentioned a little bit of what we'll get into around, you know, how masculinity is lived out